turn.
UCLA 88 in a row. UCLA's last loss before that to Notre Dame. The team which broke the record was Notre Dame. UConn's last loss was to Notre Dame in the Final Four 2 years ago. And Notre Dame is next on the Huskies schedule. Conlon as they beat the press with the pull-up in traffic. Let's see if that gets her going.
I know there's no one happier in this building than Maria Conlon to erase that goose egg for the month of January.
There's a fabulous story on Maria in today's New Haven Register. Suggest any of you can get your hands on it or read it on the internet as I did this morning, talking about her determination and what makes her tick.
She's a great kid.
Mary Lisicky starts to go and lost it off her foot. Now, Meg, last year as a freshman, Lisicky had a nightmare against UConn. 4 for 16 from the floor, 5 turnovers. And obviously, one of the keys for the Huskies today is to try to get out on her and not let her take threes.
Because she's deadly. She's averaging 3 3-pointers a game. The Huskies do not want her to get going early.
Turner feeds Taurasi down low, and Taurasi's strength was the only reason she was able to get that shot airborne, but she does draw the foul.
Well, Taurasi, her upper body strength, or her entire body, but her upper body in particular is what separates her from so many women in this game. I mean, she had no way. I mean, she knew she wasn't going to make the shot. She was underneath the basket, but was smart enough to at least get the shot in the air and get herself to the line.
First foul on Bruce. This is what Taurasi has done during this remarkable 54-game winning streak, which, by the way, goes back 659 days. Actually, it's been 659 days since that loss to Notre Dame on March 30th, 2001. They had the whole offseason to think about it, and the first win was against Fairfield in the preseason WNIT on November 9th, 2001. Blaney forced that shot. Taurasi is there for the rebound. Conlon in transition. Georgetown 0 for 7 from the floor. Down low, Crockett, who checks in, misses the shot, and there's Brunson with rebound number 4.
Never a good thing as a post player when you're fading away. You got to go to the basket.
And a foul will be called on Crockett away from the play.
Bob, this game is already, in the 7.5 minutes we've been playing, is so physical. The big guys inside are bumping, pushing. Now, Taurasi gets fouled every time down court anyway. But Brunson, Duaney, those guys are bumping and pushing. It is physical in there.
First foul on Crockett, 4 on UConn, and off the inbound pass, the shot is good by Bruce for the first field goal for the Hoyas. So they went 7.5 minutes before getting their first basket.
And that happened because good execution by Georgetown, but Ann Struther did not talk through the screen.
Ball loose on the floor, and Jenkins comes away with it for the Hoyas. Turnover number 4 for UConn.
Pretty heads-up play by Battle to not get called for the walk. Dribbling the ball as she fell.
Duaney doubled in the post. Gives to Bruce, who hits the tough fadeaway shot.
How about the confidence this freshman has? She doesn't play like a first-year player.
4 points for Bruce. And we'll get a foul at the other end.
Already, Bob, this game is mirroring Seton Hall a bit with the choppiness of it, but UConn is proving that if they throw the ball in the lane, Georgetown's only option is to foul them.
Second on Duaney and 3 in the team. And right back at the free throw line will go Turner. Yeah, Megan, you mentioned that the last Big East home game that UConn lost was to Georgetown. I was going to say this Georgetown team. It wasn't this Georgetown team. It almost has been 10 years. February 27th, 1993. That's the last time UConn lost a Big East home game. That is a 96-game conference home winning streak.
That's absurd.
Timeout. 11:58 remaining in the first half. UConn with a 4-point lead.
Accidents can happen anytime. That's why Geico's here 24 hours a day, every day. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
We're here at the Fiesta Bowl where the Buckeyes just won a national championship.
It was a perfect end to a perfect season.
Let's go Bucks! Let's go Bucks! Let's go Bucks!
Now, Sports Illustrated honors the national champion Ohio State Buckeyes with a fantastic national championship package, free with your paid subscription. Start out with this special Sports Illustrated National Championship hardbound collector's issue. It's a celebration of Ohio State football, a great way to remember the Buckeyes' run to #1.
It's great. It's free. All you have to do is sign up.
It's gold lettered and individually numbered, a cherished keepsake you'll treasure forever.
For free? Yeah, got it for free.
Call now and you'll also get this collectible football designed exclusively for Sports Illustrated with the Buckeyes logo and scores of every game in celebration of Ohio State's first national championship since 1968.
The only thing better than an Ohio State perfect season is a ball from Sports Illustrated.
Both are free when you order 55 issues of Sports Illustrated for only $1.59 an issue. Save more than 50% off the cover price. When you use your credit card, you'll get another great gift available only from Sports Illustrated. This Ohio State National Championship hat. Free. Celebrate the #1 team in the nation with 3 great gifts from the nation's #1 sports magazine, Sports Illustrated. Call now.
UConn looking for its record-breaking 55th straight win, out to a 4-point lead early in the ball game against Georgetown. UConn just 2 of 13 from the floor of the Hoyas, 2 of 9. We mentioned some of the other streaks, Megan.
These numbers are more fun to talk about than what's going on today.
Also, 22 straight wins against Big East opponents. That, of course, goes back to that loss to Notre Dame in the Final Four. But glad you could be with us for this one of 24 games you'll see this season on CPTV, the most comprehensive women's sports package between a college and broadcaster in the country. Diana Taurasi hits the 3. She's got 5. Taurasi knocks it loose. Last touch by Taurasi, so the Hoyas will inbound directly in front of us. That 3 by Taurasi was the 187th of her career, 4th on the all-time UConn list. One of your teammates, Wendy Davis, has the record there. She could light it up, huh?
Yeah, we called her Silk because her shot was silky smooth. In fact, even today, whenever I see her, I call her Silk.
On the right, Brunson goes right by Moore, but missed the shot. Then Moore deflects the rebound to Taurasi.
Too bad it didn't go in. It was a great move by Brunson.
Struthers' pass is deflected out of bounds by Bruce. Taurasi now, with getting credit for that last rebound, has 4 of them already.
How about the team? Talk about a utility player. She leads the team in rebounding.
Yep. Leads the team in scoring, rebounding, assists, block shots, 3-point field goal.
Oh, that would have been good.
That was a pass, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, actually. Assist. Yeah, Napper wants a timeout.
Nobody put a body on Ann Struther. She was all alone for the putback.
I was going to say, Struther needs to do something right now to get herself going. She's been struggling. A lot of her passes have been tipped. Defensively, she's had some lapses, not talked through screens. Her man's gotten open. Taurasi, the great arc on the shot, but Struther timed it so nicely for the putback.
There's a look at Struther, the preseason Big East Player of the Year, 2-time Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Colorado. A year ago, when she was a senior at Highlands Ranch High School in Castle Rock, Colorado, she won the Naismith Award as the top high school player in the country. We mentioned that a week from tonight, Megan and I will be in Pittsburgh for the UConn game. And
it's a 9 o'clock start, I think, that night.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a late one.
Jenkins will be at the brand new Peterson Special Events Center. Just to get our first look at that. Rebound by Struther. As Georgetown is now 2 of 11 from the floor. Taurasi. Struther right side. Battle. Feeds Moore down low. Spins. And misses the hook shot. The rebound is pulled down by Tamulianis.
Moving a little too fast was Jessica Moore that time. Right idea. Slow it down.
Into the post it goes. Quickly, Brunson's double team misses the shot, and rebound on a hop to Struther.
That's good help from Turner from the weak side, but you got to get there and not let Brunson get underneath behind her.
Turner looks inside for Moore, instead finds Battle on the left. Taurasi already has 1 3.
You knew that was going in when it left her hand. She's trying to get the crowd into it, raising her hands.
Taurasi's second of the afternoon, 25th of the season. She's 8th in the Big East in that department. This is Tamulianis. She's from Russia, from Moscow. Bruce leaves for Tamulianis. Boy, there's just no movement, no fluidity to the Georgetown offense. A lot of standing around. Brunson bounce past baseline to Tamulianis, and she'll be called for the travel.
Well, again, UConn does a stellar job defensively.
There's a look at the Hoyas coach, Patrick Knapp, who said, as far as tempo is concerned, we leave it up to Mary Lisicki. We push the ball up the floor whenever she can. And so far today, she has not been able to do it.
Well, and last year as a freshman, she led this team in minutes, and he said, and every one of them was worth it.
Taurasi beats Bruce off the dribble. Bruce recovers, blocks the shot, but gets called for the foul. Her second.
That's a tough matchup for Bruce as a freshman, regarding the best player in the country.
And Taurasi will go to the line. Of course, it's 2 weeks from tonight. We will see. I would imagine nearly everyone would agree the 2 best players in the country on the same floor when UConn visits top-ranked Duke at Cameron Indoor Stadium, a nationally televised game. And Elena Beard of Duke is having just an outstanding year and leading the Blue Devils to an undefeated season.
What a great matchup that'll be.
Interesting to see Taurasi and Beard on the floor at the same time. Taurasi off to a great start. He now has 10 points, and this is a 10-0 run in the last 2:15.
Now Conlon is guarding Lisicki, face guarding her. The rest of the team is zone.
Struther and Moore combined for the steal. 8th turnover for the Hoyas. Taurasi pull-up 3. Moore tried to keep the rebound alive, but Lisicki gets it.
And Taurasi was trying to say she was fouled.
Brunson puts it on the floor, goes by Moore, but cannot finish. 2 for 13 of the Hoyas.
You can't give Brunson too many of those shots. She'll eventually start hitting them. She's too good.
Struther for 3. Moore with the putback, and Brunson may have had a piece. Then Crockett is just dragged to the floor by Duaney.
Well, you got to wonder, how did Moore end up on the floor? She didn't just fall. She was hit. There's a foul they didn't call, but how about one that Crockett just coming in there and ripping it down?
Now, Duaney actually was whistled for her 3rd foul before she pulled Crockett on top of her. So Duaney will have to sit down. That's 5 on the Hoyas. Crockett misses the free throw. She's 10 for 12 from the line in the last 2 games. And you saw what she did off the offensive glass the other night in South Orange when she equaled her career high with 11 points and had a career high 11 rebounds. Her first double-double.
Well, Bob, she's responded extremely well to all. You know, it's not easy for a freshman coming to college and just try to adjust, and then you have in the papers how you're not playing, you got benched. You know, that's where it's all the media attention could be a negative, but she has responded very well.
Zuzana Horvath checks in for the Hoyas and immediately hits one with the left hand.
Nice spark off the bench.
Only the 3rd field goal for the Hoyas. Horvath is from Budapest, Hungary. Very international roster for Georgetown, which is located in the most international of all the cities here in the United States. Beautiful campus right on the banks of the Potomac River. We'll be there February 26th for the return engagement as CPTV continues its commitment to bring you every UConn basketball game that's not on network television. 24 of them this year.
You know, Jessica Moore is working so hard on the offensive glass. It's too bad she's not rewarding herself with the finish and the points. Got to finish in the lane.
Lisicki gives to Shantice Charles, who's checked in, number 23. There's Horvath. Shot clock at 10. Here's Lisicki, gets free for a moment. Conlon gets a hand in her face. And the rebound to Crockett, who is immediately fouled. I think this one will be on Horvath. Ashley Battle returns. Foul on Horvath, her first, 6 on Georgetown. The Hoyas just 3 for 15 from the floor, down 13.
Want to lose weight and get lean? Want to shed inches and get chiseled abs? Want to get into the best shape of your life and do it in as little as 20 minutes a day and only 3 days a week? Well, now you can on the Crossbow by Weider. Only the Crossbow features the 5 most important aspects critical to an effective strength training program. 1. Hardcore resistance. The Crossbow's exclusive compound resistance system actually harnesses the power of these bows, allowing you to do multiple repetitions for developing long, lean, shapely muscles. 2. Range of motion. Through advanced engineering and its cable and pulley system, when the Crossbow compounds 1 foot, the cable releases 2, giving you complete range of motion, allowing your muscles to peak with every exercise. 3. Quick change resistance. Because of the Crossbow's breakthrough design, changing resistance is as simple as slipping the ends of the bows under the collar. Going quickly from one exercise to the next allows you to burn more calories by keeping your heart rate up. 4. Total body workout. The Crossbow comes fully loaded with 240 pounds of muscle-building resistance. A lap tower for shoulder and back exercises. A leg developer for sculpting the lower body. An adjustable bench for multiple chest and arm exercises, as well as a complete cardio row feature that burns calories while you build muscle. 5. Value. The Crossbow delivers over 65 club-quality exercises and space-saver design, all for less than half the cost of other home gyms. Call now and put the Crossbow in your home for 0 down and as little as $35 a month. Along with your Crossbow, you'll also receive this workout video and wall chart. It's everything you need to begin a safe, balanced, productive fitness program. Only the Crossbow features all 5 critical aspects to an effective cardio and strength training workout. Call now.
I gotta go.
I need to apply for a loan.
Sure. Be right with you.
My bank will get you a lower rate.
We give you more options.
We hire people to fill your paperwork out for
Now you can access LendingTree by phone. Call 1-800-555-TREE. When banks compete, you win at LendingTree.com.
Introducing the first Chips Ahoy made special for the microwave. New Chips Ahoy Warm and Chewy for that ooey-gooey, fresh-baked taste.
I think they want an encore.
Saturday, get the greatest NFL championship games from the beginning. Then we're live with Emmett Smith and other NFL legends for insights on this year's big game. Championship games all day. Then at 4, the San Diego Roadshow live. Saturday on ESPN Classic.
20-7, UConn lead. The Huskies, ranked number 2 in the country, receiving 4 of 40 first-place votes in this week's ESPN USA Today poll. Good look inside to Moore, who's quickly fouled by Horvath. That's 2 quick fouls on her and already 17 fouls on the Hoyas.
Well, that time Georgetown had gone a little zone, and Pat Knapp told me he was going to mix it up because he's worried about some of the guard matchups with the height of Taurasi and Strother, who's on the bench right now. But what a nice pass that was. A good recognition by Ashley Battle to find Moore inside open.
Moore has done a good job getting to the foul line in recent games, but she continues to struggle from it. Only a 56.8% shooter from the line. Entered this game with 3 consecutive double-figure scoring efforts. It's the first time in her career she's been able to string together 3 games like that. And you know what? The Huskies are going to need another one like that Monday at Notre Dame.
Absolutely. But, you know, she's been so active today. Hasn't been able to knock the shots down, but she's been incredibly active.
Away from the play, Frank Geiselman has a foul called. This one will be on Crockett, I think. her second, and number 5 on the Huskies. So Georgetown inbounds beneath its hoop. So far, Brunson has been held scoreless for Georgetown. She's missed all 6 shots, but she does have 4 rebounds.
And UConn better watch out because some of those shots were really good looks.
Horvath hits the jumper. She is 9th in Georgetown history in field goal shooting at 48%. 4 quick points off the bench for her.
Well, that equals her game average 4 points.
Pass down low. Tough angle for that entry pass.
Impossible angle.
Yeah, Brunson got a hand on it, and then Moore touched it last. Turnover number 5 for UConn.
Not a good decision that time by Taurasi to fire it in there.
Patrick Knapp told me Brunson's an exceptional athlete. She's explosive, has great hops, great quickness. She can defend. And then he paused and he said, I'd love to stick her on Taurasi, but I know that would mean some real tough mismatches if I did that elsewhere.
Yeah, and it's just too bad that Brunson is not healthy. And same with Taurasi with the bum ankle.
Tough pass from Lisicki to Brunson, and Brunson couldn't bring it in. 9 turnovers. So the Hoyas, in the first nearly 14 minutes, have 4 field goals and 9 turnovers.
Not a number Pat Knapp is going to be real happy about.
Struther gives to Taurasi on the cut around the Turner screen. Can't get it to go. Here's Lisicki. Brunson puts it on the floor, penetrates, kicks out to Charles. And Turner up in the air for the rebound, her 4th.
And Barbara Turner, she thinks she's a guard, baby.
Good look to Crockett, but Crockett will be whistled for a 3rd foul.
Barbara Turner running the break. Lisicki was down for a little while. She didn't realize the size of Wilnette Crockett. Look at the look-away pass, even. That's a heads-up defensive play by Mary Lisicki. And Barbara Turner kind of fed Wilnette Crockett to the Sharks that time because Wilnette had no way of knowing that help was coming from the weak side.
3rd foul on Crockett, 6th on the team. Patrick Knapp will call a timeout. That's a great point, Megan, because part of the deal when you're passing the ball, particularly on the break, is to put it in the right spot. Part of that is giving it to a player who has a chance to do something good with it. And that Crockett had a blind spot there and couldn't possibly have known that a little 5'9" guard was underneath it.
Yeah, but we also saw the reason Turner didn't see it is because she was doing a little drama of her own with the look-away pass. She wasn't looking to see where the defense, the help was coming from.
So it will go back to Georgetown. The Hoyas, this 11-2 start, their best since the 91-92 season when they started out 14-2. They were picked to finish 11th in the Big East. They've surprised a lot of people. Turner takes it away from Horvath. 10 turnovers for the Hoyas. Struther to Turner. Now Taurasi on the left. Horvath blocks the shot. Then the rebound is loose.
Taurasi, hey Bob, it's UConn ball. Taurasi very lucky she did not get called for a foul. I think she thought she was hit on the shot. She went after that rebound pretty aggressively.
So she'll inbound 17 on the shot clock. Takes the return pass, and then Horvath nearly took it away. Out to Struther for 3, air ball, and it'll go back to Georgetown.
Struther is having a nightmare offensively. She's a tough kid. She'll bounce back.
1 for 6 from the floor is Struther. She was 1 for 6 from the floor Wednesday night at Seton Hall. Jenkins defended by Struther with Lisicki getting a rest. Jenkins will play the point. Down low, comes to Bruce. Struther tried to save, couldn't. 13 left to shoot for the Hoyas.
A dangerous place to save it. You could go to a blue jersey wide open in the lane. You got to be careful into your own defensive hoop how you save it.
And Patrick Knapp practically threw Lisicki back the scores table, said, get in there. Coaches don't like to have their point guard sit next to them very long, do they?
No, particularly not one like Lisicki. She's too good.
Conlon goes behind the back. 11 turnovers for the Hoyas. Taurasi will be called for the travel. 7 turnovers for UConn.
Now, Bob, I thought the game Wednesday night at Seton Hall was as ugly as we would see this year. Now, this game isn't much better.
Yep. UConn shooting 19%, 5 for 26. Georgetown shooting 23.5%, 4 for 17. And the two teams have combined for 18 turnovers.
So when I say it couldn't get much, it's not much better. It's actually much worse.
Rebound kept alive, Battle and Conlon, and they combined to knock into each other, and Conlon walks.
How about that? How about that play? It's pretty indicative of the way things have gone this first 15.5 minutes.
Of course, that turnover was the byproduct of some hustle. Although Conlon is going to have a black and blue chin thanks to Ashley Battle's entire body hitting her chin afterwards. This is Brunson still looking to get on the board. And Frank Geiselman has a foul away from the play on the screen.
Yeah, that was on Horvath. And I've been watching her. She, off the ball, she fouls so often you can't call every one of them. But he got that one.
Well, they've gotten her for 3 fouls in the game. 18 fouls. And Horvath presumably will leave at the next whistle. Here's Strother down low, catch and shoot, and get it to drop.
Look flat, leaving her hands.
1 for 7 is Strother. Pass into the post, Brunson kick out, Horvath foul line jumper, and Jessica Moore for the rebound, her 6th. Turner on the wing. Inside the 4-minute mark. UConn by a dozen. Georgetown is averaging 74 per game, and they have 9 points in the first 16.5 minutes.
Credit UConn's stingy defense.
Shot clock inside 10. Conlon to Strother.
She doesn't want to shoot it.
For left. The struggle continues. What a great hustle for Jessica Moore, who has 7 rebounds in the first 17 minutes.
And Barbara Turner's shoe fell off. She just quickly put it back on. The heel had popped out.
Battle. Ill-advised pass into traffic, deflected out of bounds by the Hoyas. 16 to shoot for UConn, but first a timeout. 3:03 to go, first half. UConn by a dozen.
Jim! Hey, Mikey. Here's our TV, 57-inch widescreen. Looks even better than last week.
Can we take it home this time?
Therein lies the problem, Peter. The minute we take it home, I'm going to see it on sale.
You know, with Circuit City's Price Match Plus, you don't have to worry about that.
Huh.
Don't worry, take it home. And right now at Circuit City, buy any big screen TV and get free delivery. Guaranteed in time for kickoff of Sunday's big game. Circuit City, we're with you.
Remember,
Ted Williams is the John Wayne of sports.
How perfect we can be.
Nicholas hit a tee shot that only gravity kept on this planet.
Discover.
It wasn't that Cal Ripken didn't get hurt. He was hurt all the time.
How human we really are.
There were times where I didn't think I was going to be able to walk again.
These are their stories.
I'm here to win.
I believe I'm the best ambassador baseball has.
This is my house.
This is the award-winning Sports Century, 8 p.m. weeknights.
LVTV has just what you need to make you feel right at home. It's the best real estate marketplace on television, and it makes finding your perfect home easy. Tune into the Real Estate Reporter daily at 8 p.m. and discover new real estate listings, complete with key features. Plus, you'll know exactly who to call when you're ready to look. It's the easiest way to buy or sell a home every day. Tune into the Lehigh Valley on Lehigh Valley Television.
Discover the Poconos' premier entertainment complex, Hens Peak, featuring entertainment above the rest. Offering musical genres including country, rock, and contemporary performers. Upcoming acts include Brad Paisley, February the 4th. Three Dog Night, February 7th. That's Charlie Daniels Band, March 28th. Blue Oyster Cult and Foghat, April 12th. Hens Peak Restaurant features a mouth-watering menu open 6 days a week. Hens Peak, entertainment above the rest.
Oh. What would sports be without statistics? A way to compare how the players perform from game to game and year to year. Well, you don't have to wait for tomorrow's paper for today's stats and game story. Later today, just go to cptv.org. Game statistics, just another great feature on CPTV's new UConn women's basketball website.
Connecticut Public Television has been your home for UConn basketball since 1994.
How about that? It's the highest rated program on public television.
Around the country.
I bet. That is wild stuff.
UConn all Once again, every game will be televised this year. Inbound pass is stolen by Bruce. Tries to beat Battle to the hoop and hits the tough shot.
That was a real tough shot. And, you know, smart play by Ashley Battle to not try to block it and commit the foul.
A couple of Pittsburgh kids going at it on that basket. 6 points for Bruce, the freshman from Pittsburgh. Strother misses the shot in the lane, gets her own rebound. And Moore will go back out to Conlon. 6 rebounds for Strother. UConn is out rebounding Georgetown 28-13. Conlon beats Turner. She's quickly doubled, puts it on the floor. Moore with her 8th rebound, and she'll draw a foul.
I don't know how Barbara Turner got that shot. I don't know how it hit anything. I don't know how she got it off, but fortunately for the Huskies, Moore was there to snag the rebound and get fouled. Again, the ugly play continues. Blue shirts converge, and I don't know how that got up, but no one got a body on 31.
Foul on Lisicki, her first, and 9 on the team. Taurasi will return. So Strother leaves. She's 1 for 8 from the floor, but she's got 6 rebounds. First 17.5 minutes. UConn has been absolute terrors on the backboard this afternoon. Moore with 8 rebounds, Strother with 6, and Taurasi with 5.
And rebounding, Bob, is a state of mind. You got to get in position, but you just got to attack the glass and be aggressive for the ball.
UConn leads the Big East and is 11th in the country in rebounding margin. Lisicki on the right to Mulianis. Brunson still looking for her first points, and she'll get a chance. The foul was called, as Benita Spence said. Turner made contact with Brunson after she released the ball. So it's not a in the act of shooting foul. Instead, it's a 1-and-1 because it's team foul number 7 on the Huskies. 2 fouls on Turner. And to the foul line will go Brunson, the 6'3" junior from Oxon Hill High School in Oxon Hill, Maryland. Jessica Moore has 9 rebounds and will get to the line again. Foul on Tamulianis, her first. 10 on the Hoyas, so Moore will shoot 2.
The problem and the reason this game has been so ugly is because there's been so much contact. And the officials, they don't call every one of them. They've been calling a lot. But it's so difficult to get in any sort of a flow when there's so much body contact and fouling going on. It makes for a very ugly basketball.
There you see the free throw disparity so far today, a byproduct of UConn's aggressiveness off the backboard. Georgetown won the other night in Syracuse thanks to an 11-2 run in overtime. A year ago, just to put things in perspective, the Hoyas went 12-16. So they're only 1 win shy of equaling their win output from a year ago, and they still have half the season left. On the right, Tamulianis spins. Moore blocked the shot, her 18th of the year. But picking up the loose change inside for Georgetown is going to be Brunson. Her first 2 points. It took her 18.5 minutes to get on the board. Battle's pass nearly winds up in our lap.
Yeah, it was the right idea. Good defense by Georgetown to get a hand on it.
Battle. Taurasi to Conlon. Shot clock inside 10. Moore. Taurasi on the left. Launches the 3. Weak side rebound. Ashley Battle. Her putback is blocked by Brunson. Brunson's 25th block shot of the season. She's 2nd in the Big East in that category. Brunson, good quick step in the lane. Can't finish. So Battle with the rebound. That'll be her 3rd. Brunson now 1 of 8 from the floor.
Yeah, she's struggling. She's a better shooter than that. She shoots 53% for the season.
And Taurasi will get back to the free throw line.
And this is how it's going to be. Every time down court, there's going to be a foul call. You just got to be tougher and not worry about the officials.
Taurasi already from the line today is a perfect 4 for 4. And this follows a hard-to-explain I mean, forget about the 1 for 12. That sort of thing, I think, is probably easier to explain, Meg, than Taurasi's 4 for 8 from the foul line the other night. It's the first time in her career she's ever missed more than 2 free throws in a game.
Yeah, and she's mentally tough enough, but, you know, then you think about, okay, well, that right ankle I know was really bothering her that day. Does that affect the free throw? Because you don't jump on your free throw. You just, you know, was that a factor? I think it was part of it. I do. And plus, it was just an abysmal evening for her, all in all.
Dozen points today already. She's in double figures for the 14th time this year and the 63rd time in her career. Brunson, right side pull-up. It has been a nightmare for Brunson. She does get the rebound, and then Moore blocks the shot. Shot clock didn't recycle. It's about to run out. Bruce gets the ball to the rim at least. And on the rebound, it's finally run down by Conlon on a hop. Taurasi on the right, fakes Lisicki off her feet, sets up Strother. So Ann Strother hits the shot at the buzzer. Set up by Taurasi. A dozen points for Taurasi. 5 rebounds for Taurasi.
What a great confidence booster for Ann Strother, who was struggling from the floor.
So UConn has held Georgetown to 13 points in the first 20 minutes of this one. And the Huskies, looking for their record 55th consecutive win, have themselves a 29-13 lead at the break.
Introducing the new Nissan Murano, for your adventures in on-roading.
Hey, did you know that when you let Jackson Hewitt prepare your taxes, you can get money right away with a Money Now loan? Just walk in with your W-2 and walk out with money. So come on by, and I'll be happy to get you started.
Just saw your commercial.
What, this commercial?
Yeah, and I'd like to get money now.
This commercial?
Yeah.
Okay, have a seat.
The Jackson Hewitt Money Now loan. You can't get money any faster.
Coming to ESPN Classic, America is cheering the Junction Boys.
Well, that's how it's done.
An emotional, raw-bone hunk of a movie. The special encore presentation of the Junction Boys. 9 Eastern Sunday on ESPN Classic. 1958.
United, kids releasing. It's home for the world champions, the Michigan Stars.
Classic.
Bob Picozzi back at the Hartford Civic Center, where UConn leads Georgetown 29-13. Let's hear from the assistant coach, Jamel Elliott. She's standing by with Megan Pattison.
Bob, thank you. JJ, second game in a row offensively struggling. I mean, 18% from the floor. It's got to shock you a little bit.
Well, I don't think we've run in our offense the way we've practiced in practice, and, you know, we're not changing the size of the floor, and, you know, hopefully in the second half we'll do more of that and concentrate on that. Our defense has been great. It's been great all year, but offensively we just got to find a flow and get involved, get everybody involved, and make the extra pass.
Well, I know you coach the big guys in practice, and Jessica Moore came out, was a monster on the glass. 6 offensive boards, 10 total, but just struggling a little bit to finish.
Well, I think Jessica is always active whenever we play on the defensive end. I think the last 2 games she's been active on the offensive end, and, you know, as she continue to work that hard, I think she'll be rewarded. But, you know, the shots will fall. She just got to concentrate and, you know, make the next one.
All right, 20 more minutes, Jay. Thanks so much. Good luck. Bob?
All right, Megan, thank you very much. Spectacular first half off the backboards for Jessica Moore. As Megan mentioned, 10 rebounds. So Moore is in double figures rebounding for the 2nd time this year and the 3rd time in her career. Let's take a look at some first half highlights as we take a quick peek at the stats, which were not a pretty story. Carmen Bruce with the steal and layup with the left hand at the other end. 6 points for the freshman for Pittsburgh. Diana Taurasi rebounded from a off night at Seton Hall by scoring 12 first half points. And then she sets up Ann Strother for the 3-pointer to beat the buzzer at the end of the first half. UConn leads it by a score of 29-13 at halftime. As Megan and Jamel mentioned, the Huskies shooting only 18% from the floor, but look at the rebounding margin.
Huge rebounding margin. You know what I really like, too? The free throws. UConn so much more aggressive offensively. Got to the line 18 times and only missed 4.
And another key, Megan, is Mary Lisicki has been limited to 1 shot in the first half.
Tremendous defense, and that's one thing UConn always focuses on. They don't want to get beat by the other team's best player, and Lisicki is certainly their best perimeter player.
UConn held Seton Hall to 15 first-half points on Wednesday, holds Georgetown to 13 here, the fewest they allowed in the first half. Denver had 11 on November 29th. Backdoor cut to Taurasi. She's got 14.
I thought Maria Conlon moved her pivot foot that time. Lucky they didn't call her for the walk. It was a nice pass. Good cut by Taurasi. And Bob, what a great way for the Huskies to start the second half when they haven't been playing well offensively.
Lisicki. Right side, and the shot is blocked by Struther, who absolutely rejected that attempt by Jenkins. On the left, Conlon's pass is stolen away by Jenkins. Turnover number 10 for the Huskies.
Maria's been doing that a little bit lately, just maybe trying to do a little too much with the pass. She's usually a better passer than that.
On Georgetown's previous possession, that was only Jenkins' second shot of the afternoon. She's been troubled, Pat Knapp was telling you before the game, by a very painful back.
Yeah, he didn't even know if she was going to start the game today.
Inside Duaney playing with 3 fouls. Her shot is partially blocked by Conlon, who then saves the Valley.
She ended up in the band.
Yeah. Conlon. And Duaney absolutely creamed Struther on the cut through the lane. Got away with it. A 3-second call on UConn. Duaney's very fortunate she didn't get whistled for a 4th foul.
Well, again, and there's a lot of teams do this. If you foul every single possession, every single play, you can't call all of them.
Lisicki to Brunson, who was 1 for 10 from the floor in the first half. Left side, Bruce. Knocked away by Taurasi. 14 to shoot for the Hoyas.
Second time Taurasi's batted the ball away. Has quicker hands, I think, than people realize.
Tell you what, she's got huge hands.
They are enormous.
Duaney with the quick catch and shoot. 3 points for Duaney, whose brother Quest plays for Syracuse, and another brother, Dwayne Duaney, used to play for Wisconsin. Taurasi gives to Moore up high. Hands off to Taurasi. Right side, Struther. Shot clock at 10.
This is where they got to move.
Conlon around the Taurasi screen. Struther with shot clock down to 2. She can't hit the runner. Rebound, Morgan Valley. And then Brunson pulls down her 6th rebound.
That's what kills you. You work so hard to get the offensive rebound, as the Valley did, and then just doesn't finish.
Bruce shoots over Taurasi. She's got 8.
I tell you, I like that kid. Bruce is a tough competitor.
Coming off a 13-point effort in Wednesday's win at Syracuse. Conlon. Backdoor cut. Valley to Taurasi. Foul before the shot. Basket won't count. Foul was on Jenkins.
That's the leadership that Morgan Valley brings. The court presence, knowing where everyone is. See, she knew she was going to make that pass before she even caught it. That's just from repetition in practice.
Taurasi inbounds to Conlon. Georgetown goes 2-3 zone as the Huskies inbound beneath their own hoop. Struther reverses it to Taurasi. Immediately finds Moore down low. Can't get it to go, and Brunson will be whistled for her 2nd foul.
Again, Jessica Moore still 0 for the game, but at least gets herself to the free throw line. But again, for this team to go really, really far, she's got to knock that down and get 3.
So Moore with the 10 rebounds today. He's in double figures rebounding for the 3rd time in her career. Zuzana Horvath replaces Duaney for the Hoyas. Horvath played a couple of years or 1 year actually, at Central Florida Community College before coming to Georgetown. Second shot no good and rebounded by Horvath.
Horvath is incredibly mobile at 6'3".
Pass deflected. Brunson comes away with it, then gives back to Lisicki.
Yeah, Taurasi was guarding Brunson that time. They communicated more, doing another tremendous job of talking on the defensive end.
Brunson gets bailed out by a foul. Valley and Moore were both there.
And you know what? Gino Auriemma is losing his mind, and he should. I respect Benita Spence as an official, but I don't agree with that call. The crowd is telling you what they think. I thought both players were straight up. Who did they give the foul to?
Valley.
Well, if anything, Jessica Moore was the one whose arms broke that plane.
Third on Valley and one on the Huskies this half. Brunson looks like she's really pressing at the offensive end, Megan.
Yeah, to be coming up short like that on a free throw, she's a little tight.
1 for 10 from the floor, averages 18 per game. Strother goes right at Brunson, missed the shot, and Horvath is there for her 6th rebound.
Gino's still working Spence about the last call she made.
Here's Brunson down low again. Takes it in the lane, spins on Moore, counted in the foul.
That's a way for Brunson to get herself back into the game. Notice the patience she displayed. She caught that ball, and she waited a while. See, the patience. Check out where the defense is, and then I'm going to go left. I'm going to take it back right. Things finally went down. You got a home court roll on the road.
We mentioned right.
That's another bad call, Bob.
Yeah. We mentioned right at the very beginning of the telecast, Megan, how Moore needed to stay out of foul trouble, and she has. That was her first foul of the afternoon.
She's so active. See, defense, you got to play with your feet, and Jessica Moore does that as well as anybody.
Brunson now with 6.6 rebounds, 2 of 11 shooting.
But that play could give her some confidence. She's been close on so many shots.
Well, that was one time she did not force the issue.
Right.
Conlon for 3. And the drought continues. Conlon 0 for 3 this afternoon, 0 for her last 16. And how about Brunson running the floor?
Well, how about, yeah, she runs the floor really well, but how about where the heck was the defense?
And with that basket, Rebecca Brunson has become the 18th Georgetown player to score 1,000 points in her college career. And she's only a junior. Taurasi, deep 3.
Chauncey Charles has to realize that's Diana Taurasi. She'll shoot from 30 feet.
17 points for the preseason Big East Player of the Year. And away from the ball, we'll get a foul called on the Huskies.
You know what? That's a good call. As much as that screen was moving, Taurasi's arm was wrapped around the screen. I think it was Horvath.
So congratulations to Rebecca Brunson, who was a classmate at Oxon Hill High School of Georgetown's terrific men's basketball player, Mike Sweetney. So congratulations to Brunson. Timeout, UConn up 12.
Why do I rent from Enterprise? For more cargo room, more people room, or more headroom. Enterprise. So easy, it's like having a second car. Or third.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
My dad taught me 2 simple rules about car care. To take care of the engine, change the oil. To take care of the fuel system, add STP. When your dad is Richard Petty, you tend to listen.
It's a Super San Diego Roadshow, and it's only on ESPN Classic. All day Saturday, the greatest NFL championships from the beginning. Then we're live in San Diego with Emmitt Smith and other NFL legends as they count down to this year's big game. Get insights to the final showdown from the people who've been there. It's a full day of NFL championships plus the San Diego Roadshow. Live starting at 4 Eastern Saturday on ESPN Classic. Presented by The Element from Honda. Go with it, and brought to you locally.
The luxurious Lexus ES comes available with rich leather and a Mark Levinson premium sound system. We pursue perfection, so you can pursue living. Only at your New Jersey, Delaware, and Pennsylvania area Lexus dealer.
LVTV. It's the best pre-owned vehicle marketplace on television, and it makes finding the perfect car or truck easy. Tune into Auto Connection daily at 7 p.m. and discover vehicle listings from a variety of dealers complete with key features. Plus, you'll know exactly where to go for a test drive. It's the easiest way to shop for your new car without the great lot runaround. Tune into the Lehigh Valley on Lehigh Valley Television.
All right, Megan, what does that say?
See, that says my mother loves Diana more than me. I can read that sign.
Is that what the previous sign said also?
I have no idea whatsoever.
Well, the Huskies, with a win today, will break Louisiana Tech's record of 54 in a row, a comparison of what the Lady Techsters and the Huskies did during their respective 54-game runs. UConn's streak has included a victory over Louisiana Tech.
I mean, it's complete domination. It's both schools. The numbers are incredible.
Brunson will get called for the rebound foul as she comes crashing down Broadway.
Yeah, Crockett's slow to get up.
That'll be 3 on Brunson.
Well, Crockett went hard for it, and his body's flying. Look at that. Ooh, that says it all.
So 3 on Brunson, 3 on the Hoyas here in the second half. UConn by a dozen. Conlon on the right. Let's see if they try to go at Brunson. Conlon, and the technical foul is called on Patrick Knapp by Benita Spence.
Now, you know, the thing is, Napper's trying to say it was an, illegal screens, and he just flailed his arms out like it was an illegal screen. But what you have to realize is his kids foul every possession on the defensive end. They bump, they're tough, they're physical. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but when you're doing it on one end, you got to expect to get bumped on the other end.
So Taurasi makes the first of the shots off the technical. This is the second. She's got 18, and UConn will inbound the ball. Of course, Patrick Knapp is from Philadelphia, born in Philly, went to Widener College. He and Gino Auriemma are very, very close friends. But don't confuse that with a lack of desire on his part to end that winning streak today.
Absolutely.
The friendship, you check it at the door, and then you resume it 2 hours later after the game.
Usually they get together the night before. Last night, Napper got together with his daughter, who works in the UConn ticket office.
Last touch by Conlon, turnover number 12 for the Huskies.
And look for Conlon to do something. She's real good. When she commits a mistake like that, she's good at getting it back at the other end.
Lisicki, tell you one thing, Conlon's been terrific at the defensive end on Lisicki today. Lisicki baseline, pass nearly stolen by Taurasi, shot clock at 10. Lisicki on the left on the switch, guarded by Taurasi. And Taurasi creates the held ball.
The quickest jump ball in the history of the game, I think.
So the arrow aiming toward...
Right now, it looks
right
like
now
Georgetown.
It's pointing toward Georgetown, and it will be Hoya's ball with
Yeah,
4 seconds left.
Norm's got it. Norm's the man.
Norm says, where are you going? This way.
He said, I got it all under control, folks.
4 to shoot for the Hoyas. Lisicki to inbound. Gives to Bruce, knocked away by Battle. Bruce lets it go, does hit the rim. Taurasi outlet. Battle has Crockett ahead of everyone, hits her, and the return feed. Turner put back.
My favorite part of that play was the unselfishness of Wilnette Crockett to give it back to Ashley Battle. But what terrific hustle. Look at that. Unselfish gives it right back. Battle, actually, we'll say that was a pass from Ashley Battle to Barbara Turner, who worked so hard to run the floor.
Foul on Sean Tees Charles, her second, and 5 on Georgetown this half. Turner completes the 3-point play, so she's got 6.
And that's where something's kind of working your favor. A bad miss by Ashley Battle. You want to talk about a bad miss. Bruce didn't even know the ball was coming to her. And yeah, that's going to send Napper over the edge.
And he's going to get a timeout with 13:39 remaining, and he is hot.
One of the most animated coaches in the game, is safe to say.
Remember last year when we were in Washington, he spent a good portion of the early part of the game literally on his knees.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It didn't work. His team fell behind 15-0 in that game.
Are you troubled by creditors? You're pre-approved. I guarantee you go from fat to flat.
You want a dream vacation.
Want to see my webcam?
Want a better way to block junk email?
Everybody loves Baklava. Crispier, flakier crust.
Switch to new MSN 8. Sign up now and get tougher junk email protection, plus 2 months free. It's better with the Butterfly. Call 866 try MSN 8 today.
We're here at the Fiesta Bowl where the Buckeyes just won a national championship.
It was a perfect end to a perfect season.
Let's go Bucks! Let's go Bucks! Let's go Bucks!
Now, Sports Illustrated honors the national champion Ohio State Buckeyes with a fantastic national championship package, free with your paid subscription. Start out with this special Sports Illustrated National Championship hardbound collector's issue. It's a celebration of Ohio State football, a great way to remember the Buckeyes' run to #1.
It's great. It's free. All you have to do is sign up.
There's a game-by-game look at Ohio State's spectacular season. From the down-to-the-wire comeback over Purdue, to the win against arch-rival Michigan, and of course the final double overtime thriller over Miami. Sports Illustrated's Ohio State National Championship commemorative is gold-lettered and individually numbered, a cherished keepsake you'll treasure forever.
Free? Yeah, got it for free.
Call now and you'll also get this collectible football designed exclusively for Sports Illustrated with the Buckeyes logo and scores of every game in celebration of Ohio State's first national championship since 1968.
The only thing better than an Ohio State perfect season is a ball from Sports Illustrated.
Both the hardbound commemorative and collectible football are free when you order 55 issues of Sports Illustrated for only $1.59 an issue. Save more than 50% off the cover price. When you use your credit card, you'll get another great gift available only from Sports Illustrated. This Ohio State National Championship hat. Free.
Free with Sports Illustrated. And the hat. Don't forget the hat.
Celebrate the #1 team in the nation with 3 great gifts from the nation's #1 sports magazine, Sports Illustrated. Call now. Looking for something exhilarating? ESPN and Mazda 6 presents the most exhilarating moment of the year. Was it a monster dunk or a TD in OT? Log on to ESPN.com and vote for a chance to win an all-new 220 horsepower Mazda 6.
His style, he just looked like a movie star.
Made him a legend. His will to win.
Richard took it right to the limit.
Made him the king. Richard Petty. Sports Century, 8 p.m. Wednesday on ESPN Classic.
Some of the great Huskies from the past on hand here today at the Civic Center. Shea Ralph for Mom Marcia. Immediately to Shea. There we go. To Shea's right, our left.
That's how they're related, huh?
Sitting right behind the UConn bench. Boy, there's a great heritage for the number 33. My partner, Megan, wore it well. And then next up was Jamel Elliott, now an assistant coach. And then Shea wore it. And Barbara Turner's doing all 3 of you proud, wearing number 33.
Absolutely.
There's Jamel, played on the 35-0 team in 1995. That was so brilliantly coached by Megan Pattison. Most people give Gina Oriema the bulk of the credit, but little-known secret that it was Megan's assistant coaching that was the key to success.
Oh, absolutely. Now, how about that? An offensive foul on Diana Taurasi sends the ball the other way.
Her second 4 on the team. Good look down low to Horvath, who's fouled by Battle. Her first and 5 on UConn.
So, nice find inside by Georgetown to find Horvath, and not a real smart play by Ashley Battle with that foul.
A year ago, Georgetown was just 4-12 in the Big East. Tied for 12th, lost to Miami in the opening round of the tournament. Patrick Knapp took the Hoyas to the NCAA tournament in '93. The only time Georgetown's ever been there, and they went all the way to the Sweet 16. They've been to 3 WNITs 3 years in a row, in fact, 99, 2000, and 2001. And after an injury-riddled season last year, it's been a real bounce-back year for the Hoyas so far this year. Taurasi, up top Battle, tries to go past Bruce and does.
Oh! And see, she misses the layup on the fast break, but she makes a tough one like that in traffic.
First 2 points for Battle, who nearly steals it at the other end. Jenkins for 3. Rebound to Taurasi, her 8th. Here's Conlon in transition. Turner, touch pass battle. Foul Jenkins.
Huskies doing a nice job of picking this pace up a little bit. You know, I think they need a little of that adrenaline with the fast break opportunities to get them more in sync offensively.
So at the free throw line will go Ashley Battle. I'm sure is looking forward to playing in her hometown 1 week from tonight at the Peterson Special Events Center. Guess this will be the first time she's played there, right, Meg? Because 2 years ago she was injured when UConn played there in the regular season and in the NCAA tournament.
That's right.
Last year the Huskies did not go to Pittsburgh.
Be a nice homecoming.
Lisicky with the runner. Only her second shot of the afternoon, and Crockett gets the rebound. Does a great job of directing it to Conlon before falling down. Battle reverses to Struther. Great ball movement on this possession. Even better, Turner to Crockett, who will draw the foul on Lisicky.
But you know what? At least they came out of that with something. The foul or the bucket. You prefer the bucket and perhaps a foul along with it. But best ball movement we've seen all afternoon. Crockett working hard inside. And that angle works because it was such a mismatch. Lisicky guarding Crockett. Nice job by Ashley Battle to recognize that and fire it down to Crockett.
2 fouls on Lisicky, already 7 on Georgetown, so the Huskies are going to be shooting a lot of free throws the rest of the way. For the year, they're knocking him down at 74.4%. 8th best in the Big East, despite the nightmare the other night against Seton Hall when UConn had a season low in points, field goals, 3-point field goals, field goal shooting, and 3-point shooting.
And yet still came away with the win.
Still came away with their 54th straight win.
That's right. Doesn't have to be pretty.
Brunson dribbles past Crockett. Tries to leave for Bruce, but the spacing was off on that possession, and Struthers there for the steal. UConn is on a 10-2 run. Crockett down low, doubled, hits the cutter, Battle, and the foul.
I don't know how she got that ball to Ashley Battle. Crockett, a really good passer from the post position, and Ashley Battle kept moving without the ball. That's the key to that play. Double team down low, moving without the basketball. And, you know, Wilnette Crockett, for everything that's been said about her, she's a good passer.
3rd foul on Bruce, 8 on the team. It's now a 12-2 UConn run and a 22-point lead, biggest of the afternoon. Jenkins misses. Rebound Battle, who is having a heck of a second half. Lead pass deflected out of bounds by Jenkins, and that should bring us to an official timeout. But UConn is now 11 minutes away from its record-breaking 55th straight win.
You don't have to accept thinning hair or baldness any longer. There is a solution, a natural and proven solution that will restore your own hair permanently.
Call 1-888-853-HAIR right now, and we'll send you your medical hair restoration information kit. You'll receive this award-winning video or DVD free. It's filled with medical facts about hair loss and all the solutions available.
Medical hair restoration gives you the results you've been looking for utilizing the state-of-the-art technique of follicular unit micrografting. The days of plugs and doll hair are gone.
The procedures that they use don't look pluggy, don't look unnatural, don't look artificial.
I don't have to worry about losing my hair anymore. I don't have to worry that people are looking at me different.
Medical hair restoration did such a beautiful job.
You don't have to accept your hair loss. Do something on the outside that will make you feel great on the inside. Pick up the phone and call the number on your screen right now.
Go, 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 go. Touchdown. That's right, buddy. Touchdown. That's right. Oh. No, we don't say touchdown for those guys. Just the silver guys. No. What have you been teaching him?
That's my boy.
Pepsi and Lay's, official sponsors of the NFL.
Oh, that's right. Touchdown.
Brother will go to the line for the first time today. She has not been in the line often this year, but when she gets there, she's been quite proficient, 15 of 18. I talked to Patrick Knapp the other day. It was right after they had returned from their game in Syracuse, and he said of UConn, I would never underestimate them. It's a very different lineup, but they still have plenty of talented players who can give you trouble.
And part of it is that when kids come to Connecticut, they expect to win, and they've been so dominant in the Big East for so long. Harry Peretta even said it in a New York Times article. You know, the only problem is our guy, you know, most teams in the Big East know that they don't have a chance to win the Big East tournament or the Big East Conference because UConn will.
Huskies have won the last 9 Big East regular season titles and Big East tournaments. Knocking down the 3 is Bruce, and Ashley Valley is called for the quick travel. Bruce now with 11 points. She's in double figures for the 6th time. 14th turnover for UConn. So Bruce has been, without question, the best player wearing that dark blue uniform today. Lisicki will get fouled on the shot, and she will go to the free throw line. And all week long, well, I shouldn't say all week. I mean, it was only since Wednesday when UConn got back from New Jersey. The last 2 days of practice, one of the emphasis have been to have someone on the second unit portray the role that Mary Lisicki would play, and UConn players were instructed to get out on her. Don't let her get her shots off, and it worked. It's worked so far.
And, you know, Maria Conlon did the majority of the defensive work on Lisicki, and got to give Maria a lot of credit. She's quicker than people would think, and it's the toughness and the fortitude that sets her apart.
Foul on Turner, her third 6 on the team. So Lisicki finally gets on the board. It took her 30 minutes to score. She's averaging 13 points per game. Sophomore from Whitehall, Pennsylvania. Taurasi to Turner. Shot clock at 10. Strother feeds inside to Taurasi. Bruce tried to front her and paid the price.
The ball was passed nicely by Strother away from the defense. Taurasi getting so good at posting up in the lane and using her body.
Taurasi now with 20, and we'll get a foul at the other end. Now that's the pose that we saw Patrick in last year down at McDonough Arena.
The only thing he can't do today, which I've seen him do in the past when he wears sweaters, pulls the sweater over his head and gnaws on it. That's always a good look by Napper.
So Brunson will go to the line following the second foul on Jessica Moore. That's 7 on UConn. Georgetown off to a 2-1 start in conference play. The Huskies 19 more free throw attempts than Georgetown today. So Brunson slowly but surely gets to the double figures. She's got 10 points, so she's now been in double figures 13 times in Georgetown's first 14 games.
And that foul is, or rather that near turnover, is Diana Taurasi making a bad pass. Now it's not Ashley Valley's fault. It's those one-handed passes that coaches hate. You can't pull them back.
Taurasi defended by Shauntice Charles, who decided to play her college ball right in her hometown of Washington, D.C. They clear the side for Taurasi. Draws the double, kick out Ashley Valley. That should have been a 4-point play. She drilled the 3 and got hit after the shot was released. Lisicki comes back, misses wildly, and you could tell she's frustrated.
Yeah, you know, you hate to see when kids struggle like that, and they just want to knock down a shot as quickly as possible, and you start to press.
Lisicki has managed to get off only 3 shots, and that clearly was a forced attempt. Ashley Valley across the midcourt line to Battle to the pull-up. Rebound on a hop to Brunson, her 8th. Here's Lisicki. Lisicki is the all-time Georgetown career leader in three-point shooting percentage. Strother will get called for the foul, sending Lisicki to the line. Number 1 on Strother.
And once again, Strother looks incredulously at Frank Ellisman like, how could you call that?
You know, there's another streak that got completely overlooked, Megan, that UConn actually broke with the win over Seton Hall the other night. It was UConn's 53rd consecutive regular season win. And that breaks the all-time Division I record that was held by Vermont, which once went back-to-back 26-0 in the regular season when Kathy Ingles coached the Catamounts. Kathy, of course, then went from there to Boston College. So Gino Auriemma's club has broken the record for the most consecutive regular season wins in history, and if they can manage to hang on to a 22-point lead in the final 8 minutes this afternoon, they will break the Division I overall record with their 55th straight win. Strother to Conlon. Lob pass down low to Taurasi, actually hit the backboard.
Wow.
Loose on the floor, and Lisicki comes away with it and is called for the double dribble.
That was a gift for UConn, because that pass from Maria Conlon has got Gino Auriemma incensed.
So the Huskies with 5 3-pointers today, the last of the 5 by Ashley Valley. They lead it by 22.
Mark and Karen have twins. They use their Discover card because it pays them for the things they buy. So far, they've earned a cashback bonus award of $140. It's money they use to pay for a special night out and an emergency 24-pack. Discover card. Why not get paid for the things you buy anyway?
Coming to ESPN Classic, America is cheering the Junction Boys.
Well, that's how it's done.
An emotional, raw-bone hunk of a movie. The special encore presentation of the Junction Boys, 9 Eastern Sunday on ESPN Classic.
All day Saturday, get the greatest NFL championship games from the beginning. Then we're live with Emmett Smith and other NFL legends for insights on this year's big game. Championship games all day. Then at 4, the San Diego Roadshow live Saturday.
Love. It's like a slow dance that never ends. Deep, romantic, compatible.
Relationships are possible. Find that special someone with the help of All About Singles. Call us today and let the relationship experts at All About Singles help you find that special someone. Start celebrating Valentine's Day with a full heart. You deserve a romantic, positive relationship. Call All About Singles. Don't wait another day.
The sail you see on every Scott Chevrolet has become much more than just a logo over the years. It's 3 generations of taking customer service to the next level.
No crazy promotions or outrageous offers, just a completely comfortable experience in the showroom or on the internet, where buying a car has never been easier.
It's no wonder Scott has been #1 in Chevy sales and customer loyalty for over 25 years. Scott Chevrolet. Come in for the sale, you'll stay for the service.
UConn ahead by 22 points over the Georgetown Hoyas.
There he is, Lou Perkins. You know, I talked to Lou before the game. I said, Lou, what does a streak mean to you? You know, people talking to Gino about it, and he said, Meg, it's amazing the consistency that this team has displayed, you know, since 1991. And he's thrilled for the kids. Thrilled for Gino, and it's nice that he's here with the men playing today down in North Carolina.
Yep, Huskies men with a 5 o'clock date in the Dean Dome. They are currently ranked 6th in the land. On the left, Taurasi. Strother at the high post. Now Ashley Valley pops out. Shot clock inside 10. Moore sets the screen. Taurasi goes around it. Ashley Valley deep 3. Long rebound, Strother, and a fresh 30. 8 rebounds for Ann Strother. Conlon to Moore. Good brisk movement on this possession for UConn, and in the post, Brunson will be called for the hold, and that's her 4th. Elsewhere in the Big East, Seton Hall with a 1-point lead in the second half at Villanova.
Seton Hall is good.
West Virginia and Virginia Tech are tied at the half. Mountaineers were undefeated entering league play, but have lost their first 3 games in conference play. They were 10-0. And UConn will be playing Villanova coming up. I think it's a week from Wednesday, isn't it? Wildcats will be at Gamble Pavilion on January 29th as Taurasi departs with 22 points, 8 rebounds, 9 of 10 shooting from the line. 4 Big East teams ranked in the top 25. Lisicky, that was a force, but she gets bailed out because Conlon fouls her after releasing the shot, and Lisicky will shoot 3.
Not what you want to do.
1 on Conlon and 9 on the team. So to the free throw line will go Lisicky, who is 12th in the country in 3-point field goals with 39 of them.
Well, Bob, do you ever wonder what your old stuff is really worth? Well, you can find out the first annual CPTV WNPR Antiques Appraisal Fair, featuring appraisers from throughout New England. Dan Elias, host of Antiques Roadshow, Saturday, March 8th at the Connecticut Expo Center. Visit our website or call 800-287-2788.
Might point out they've never contacted me to ask if I wish to submit something for that particular program.
Wait a
that
minute.
ought to give you an idea of what they think it's worth. On the inbound, Ashley Valley, as Georgetown uses some full court man pressure. Conlon gets it across. Inside 7 minutes. UConn by 21. Ashley Valley to Struther. Goes baseline. Cannot hit the runner. Rebound pulled down by Dwayne. Next up for Georgetown will be a date with Boston College next Wednesday night in Washington. The Eagles are ranked 22nd in the country. Charles with the pull-up jumper. And Patrick Knapp calls timeout with 6:25 to go. His club trailing by 19 points. So UConn, after today, will have a very tough test on Monday afternoon in South Bend. And 2 years ago, in the same setting on Martin Luther King's birthday, and this will be, I guess, the 9th consecutive year that UConn will play in a nationally televised game, matinee, on Martin Luther King's birthday, the first one, the infamous first ever meeting with Tennessee. And 2 years ago in that situation, Notre Dame beat UConn for the first time ever. And Megan, I think that if the Irish had not beaten UConn that day, I don't think they would have beaten them in the Final Four, because they had never, ever beaten UConn before. And it's hard to imagine going into the Final Four 0 for whatever it would have been, 0 for 12, 0 for 13 against a team.
Mentally, you're right.
For the first time. Lots of former Huskies in the house, including Marcy Zell, who's filling in for Randy Levine, doing the game on radio today. Marcy was a member of the 2000 National Championship team. I said to her before today, I said, what a front runner. Where were you for the first 54? Did you show up for the record breaker? You and the governor's foot guard. Where were you for the first 54?
But good for her. Her first game on radio. I'm sure she's doing a wonderful job.
Marcy knows all about the tradition, being not only a former UConn player, but a youngster who's lived her whole life in Connecticut. Moore down low, held ball. This time the arrow pointing toward UConn with 21 seconds left in the shot clock. So Ashley Valley will inbound. And great screen set by Moore. Turner missed the shot, but will get to the line.
Good job executing that out of bounds play under the hoop to get Barbara Turner wide open.
Foul on Dwayne, your fourth.
Bob, she's mad at herself that she didn't make that shot.
It's hard to believe UConn winning by 19 and absolutely dominating this game, yet shooting only 28.6% from the floor. They're doing everything except knocking down shots.
And so if you're trying to find the upside, well, they're up by this much, which means their defense is really good, and they're still playing hard. I mean, there's oftentimes when you're not shooting well and things aren't going right for you, you can kind of stick, get your head down and put your head in the sand. And kudos to them for trying to fight through it.
Brunson, left side. Bruce goes behind the Brunson screen and fires the three.
Carmen Bruce.
Foot was on the line, evidently. So it's a 2 for Bruce, giving her 13. Lead is 19 inside the 6-minute mark. A lot of publicity surrounding this UConn team in the last few days as this record-breaking victory approaches. Brunson blocks the shot, but I think Charles might have fouled her from the other side. That's a call from Benita Spence.
I think she's giving that to Brunson. Oh, no, it's 23. I thought she did 32 with her fingers.
It's Charles. Well, if you were sitting behind her, they thought it was 32.
Well, good thing. I mean, it was a good block by Brunson. See, right now, nothing's going right for Maria Conlon. She's really been struggling. And it gets in your head. It gets in your head.
By the way, just an example of how much influence my partner has. You expressed your outrage at that late starting time in Pittsburgh next Saturday night. Now, what happened?
They changed it.
They changed it. It's now a 7 o'clock game, more manageable.
Yeah, or I was just on the wrong bus.
Well, one of the two. At any rate, you'll see it on CPTV next Saturday night. UConn in Pittsburgh from the spanking new Peterson Special Events Center. Earlier in the day, the Pittsburgh men's team, ranked 3rd in the country, will play Georgetown. So it'll be a big day for college basketball in the Steel City.
I keep an eye on number 33, Barbara Turner. When she's down in the post, she works so hard to get open in the lane.
Well, that didn't work. Here's Bruce at the other end going right at Conlon. That's a career high 15 points for Carmen Bruce, freshman from Pittsburgh. Lead is 18. Inside 5 minutes. Turner down low, doubled. Comes to Conlon. Moore sets the screen. Now on the give and go. Textbook.
Yeah, good decision and recognition by Conlon. At first, the defense wasn't biting, but then they did. Moore rolled nicely.
Pass into the post. Ashley Valley and Moore were both there. And Ashley Valley will be whistled for the foul. That will be her first. And now both teams are in the double bonus situation, so everything will result in 2 free throws the rest of the way. At the free throw line goes Brunson. Bruce departs, replaced by Santia Jackson, senior from Chicago, getting her first action in the afternoon. UConn has won its last 14 meetings with the Hoyas. This is the second time Georgetown has played here at the Civic Center, but the first time in 21 years. So back then in 1982, the Huskies made infrequent appearances here, but one of them was against Georgetown, and UConn won that one 78-73 back on February 27th, 1982. Wonder how many people here that night would have thought that 21 years later UConn would be 4 minutes away from a 55th straight record-setting win.
Actually, maybe even more importantly than that, how many people were here? I don't think very many.
Civic Center sold out for the 18th straight time for a UConn game this afternoon. This is the 5th of 7 games at the Civic Center this year. Still to come, games with West Virginia and Syracuse. Pass deflected away by Lisicki. And a foul will be called on Lisicki, as she was called for pushing as she tried to run down the loose ball afterwards. So that's 4 on her. That last rebound by Moore was her 12th. So she's 1 away from equaling a career high.
Well, Bob, what's been discouraging, I know for UConn late in this half is how poorly they've executed offensively. The hapless turnovers. I mean, you can see the look on his face. He doesn't seem too jazzed right now. And it's just because they're mental mistakes. Yeah, credit Georgetown with some solid defense, but so many of these turnovers are just mindless.
Valley hits the free throw. Timeout. 3:38 to go. It's been another outstanding effort for Jessica Moore. 7 points and a dozen rebounds. UConn by 19.
Reverse angle showed that was a good call for offside.
Oh, my word, I think we've got an extra man on the pitch. Can't imagine he'll get too far, though. I don't know. No, so far he's giving the police nothing but a good look at his backside. I don't know if this is a cry for help, but it certainly got my attention. Oh, dear. That's an image going to stay with me for a very long time.
Scorched onto my retina. Bet they'll confiscate those shoes if they ever catch him.
And he's off like a bull with gas.
Purchase 20 tons of steel for the factory in Milan. Piece of cake. Next. Buy 300 hydraulic assemblies for the Washington factory by Friday. Done. Ooh, best price on titanium discs in Singapore. Oh, look at this. 4 partners ready to bid. As you bore me.
You guys have any light bulbs?
How many pallets? Domestic or international?
No, just one.
I can't do one. He can't do one.
.NET Connected Software helps you connect with partners. That's software for the agile business. From Microsoft.
Coming to ESPN Classic, America is cheering the Junction Boys.
Well, that's how it's done.
An emotional, raw-boned hunk of a movie. The special encore presentation of the Junction Boys, 9 Eastern Sunday on ESPN Classic.
2001.
Ichiro Suzuki, the new hero. He is definitely the man.
I guess everybody's going to have to get used to Uchi Mania.
Classic.
Gene Auriemma's UConn Huskies just 3:38 away from a record-breaking 55th consecutive win, and some of these significant victories during that streak. Win over Vanderbilt in the preseason WNIT final. They beat Louisiana Tech and Oklahoma here at the Civic Center in a span of about 10 days. Big win at Tennessee. That was the Diana Taurasi 32-point game, and the 2 wins at the Final Four over Tennessee and Oklahoma, and the miraculous comeback against Tennessee this year, which was by far the most difficult of those 54 wins.
Absolutely.
Down 8 with 4 minutes left.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to come back and win that game. I really didn't. They looked tired, but they found a way.
Well, Pat Knapp was telling me that he had a game at 2 o'clock that day, or I guess at 4 o'clock, and he was in his office watching the UConn game until it was time to go out. And when he saw that they were losing by 3 points with 15 seconds left, he figured it was all over, and he didn't find out until after the game. He made some sort of remarks to reporters about UConn finally losing, and someone said, no, they didn't lose. And he said, what?
What a way to find out.
Stacey Marin has checked in for the Huskies. Shot clock is at 5. Ashley Valley lets loose. The shot's blocked, and that'll be a shot clock violation.
You know, Ashley Valley, credit her with knowing what the shot clock was and trying to point to one of the big guys saying, set a screen on my man, but no one seemed to understand.
Lisicki gives to Brunson. Inside 3 minutes. Horvath over Crockett. So Horvath has had a productive afternoon off the bench with 8 points. That equals her season high. Also has 6 rebounds. And remember, UConn, the last time they were at the Civic Center, had trouble late in the game handling Rutgers' full court press.
See, that's where Barbara Turner can be so useful. That she's a big guy, but you know what? She can bring the ball up the floor.
Averaged 10 assists last year as a high school senior. Shot clock running down again. Ashley Battle, that's a 3. It's only her 3rd of the year in 13 attempts.
It's nice to see Ashley Battle shooting the ball so well today. She's struggled lately.
Battle's been much more active the last 2 times out against Seton Hall, and today Georgetown held ball. Arrow aiming toward Georgetown with 19 seconds left in the shot clock. Patrick Knapp will go to his bench. Santia Jackson back in. So is Varda Tabulianis, and our first look of the afternoon at Naramul Berggren. There she is, number 10, a junior from Stockholm, Sweden. So they have players from Sweden, from Cameroon, from Russia, Hungary, and Washington, D.C., all on the same team.
You want to talk about a melting pot? They are a melting pot. Well, Georgetown is such an Terrific university, world-renowned.
Foul on Turner at the free throw line will go one of those international players, Varda Timulianis, a junior from Moscow. Missed the last 26 games last year with a torn ACL. Georgetown is just 2-16 in their visits to the state of Connecticut to play the Huskies. They did win a division title. Remember when the Big East was divided into the Big East 6 and the Big East 7 for a couple of years.
Yeah, they've had some terrific players. Chris Whitfield was a great scorer for the Hoyas.
Katie Snorka Duffy was a huge scorer, graduated 2 years ago. Great move by Battle.
How about the athleticism of Ashley Battle? Just terrific recognition by Battle that she had the lane, and then the nice usage of the left hand on the finish. The screen, the defense cheated, split through the backside guys and used the left hand nicely. So that's where coaches tell you got to read the defense. Yeah, the screen was being set for you to go right, but you know what? The defense was cheating on top of the screen, so fake and go left.
Foul on Bruce, her 4th. Battle now with 12 points. In double figures for the 6th time this year and the 14th time in her career. Pass deflected out of bounds by Crockett, intended for Susie Bendege. 6'10" out of Yaoundé, Cameroon. She is the tallest player in Big East history. Great look down low to Timulianis as we approach the 1-minute mark. So, all the talk about this streak, which I think at least subconsciously has certainly put additional pressure on this young UConn team. I mean, no one sets out with the idea of winning 55 games in a row.
And, you know, they were a couple injuries away from years back, winning a lot more in a row.
Crockett is hammered. She'll get to the line.
Lynette Crockett has really gotten beat up here this afternoon.
So to the line will go Crockett. Of course, if anyone is unimpressed with the 55 in a row, it's Maria Conley. She's saying, what's that? We won 62 in a row at Seymour High School. You got a ways to go. What do you mean Louisiana Tech has the record? In fact, with the win today, that means that Maria will be on the winning team for the 183rd time in her last 190 games, encompassing her entire high school and college careers.
The winning mentality is you love to recruit those types of kids that just know how to win.
And now the Civic Center crowd is on its feet for the last 30 seconds of this one. Bruce misses the shot. Rebound, last touch by Battle. 39-0 last year. Diana Taurasi, a huge part of that. So was Jessica Moore. And then starting out this season with 16 consecutive wins. Timulianis is called for the travel, and it will come back to UConn. This will be the 56th consecutive home win for UConn. Already a school record, 6th longest in NCAA history. The 97th straight win at home against the Big East opponent. The 23rd straight win against any Big East opponent. And the shot clock is off, and the Huskies will not bother unleashing another shot at angle. So when it comes to the interstate, everybody does 55. But when it comes to women's basketball, UConn is all alone at 55. It's a streak which began with the opening round in the preseason WNIT on November 9th, 2001. That was the first win. The last loss was to Notre Dame in the Final Four NCAA semifinals on March 30th, 2001 in St. Louis. That was 659 days ago. So UConn, with the 55th straight win, breaks the record of 54 in a row. That was set by Louisiana Tech between 1980 and 82. And now the UConn players, as Governor Rowland looks on and offers his congratulations. UConn players have broken out the T-shirts which commemorate the occasion, the number 55 on it. And they in turn are thanking their wonderful fans who have sold out this 16,294 seat Hartford Civic Center for the 18th consecutive time. They've also had 69 consecutive sellouts at Gamble Pavilion. Never played before an empty seat. And they beat Georgetown 72-49, so they are 16-0 this year and 4-0 in the Big East. We like to say goodbye to our viewers who have been watching on Fox Sports New York. We'll be back to wrap things up in Hartford after this.
All right, Wildcats, listen up. Now, while Dave's dad here's away, we're going to be short a third base coach. Do any of your dads have any experience? Yeah.
My dad owns Nike. Coach, there's my dad.
Hey, guys. Jelly bean?
Ownership. It's for everybody at Ameritrade. Everything you need to trade, from real-time streaming quotes to 24/7 client services, all for $10.99. Every online equity trade, no matter how many shares you buy.
Wildcats.
Join the thousands who switch to Ameritrade every month. Ameritrade. What's your share? Open an account today at Ameritrade.com and get 25 commission-free internet equity trades. And you could be trading the same day you apply.
Where is it?
It's
great.
Well, come on in.
Wow.
Told you.
You have this in your living room.
Mm-hmm.
It's just...
Speechless, aren't you?
Full-on high definition, flat-out gorgeous color. Sharp, crisp, clear, plasma TV. This is it.
Congrats, my man.
Thank you.
What is this, about 4 inches thick?
3 9/16 actually. Hey, don't touch.
Man, I would never leave the house. I'd never leave the room. So, can I stay over? Seriously.
Where can you get the big names in plasma technology with professional installation? Where can you get 0% financing? Where can you get online information and a price match guarantee? Sears, where else?
Be there for the upsets and the overtime wins. ESPN Full Court is maximum college basketball. Up to 30 games a week, including key conference tournament games and coverage of the NCAA Women's Tournament. Will you be there? To order, call your cable company, DirecTV, or Dish Network.
1956.
Don Larson, the first no-hitter and perfect game in World Series history.
Classic.
Bob Picozzi back at the Hartford Civic Center, where second-ranked UConn has defeated Georgetown 72-49 for its 55th consecutive win, a new record winning streak in women's basketball history. Megan Pattison is standing by with the entire Husky team.
Yes, Bob, very lucky to be standing here with new members of history here. Diana, how's it feel, 55 wins?
It feels really good. It's been a long 2 years, and it feels good.
Always shy when the media comes to town. Now, Dee, one thing, and the crowd here loves you guys. You're missing one member of your team here today, and that's Chris Daly.
Yeah, it's unfortunate CD couldn't be here. She does so much for the program, and I mean, she means a lot to us. Not even on the court, and for her not to be here is a shame, but it's for her. And CD, we love you, and best wishes.
What does 55 mean to this university and the program in women's basketball?
I mean, it just says so much about the program that it keeps setting standards that are so high that, you know, hopefully are untouchable. And it just, to the coaches, gets you prepared for every game. So, all to the coaches.
What would you have to say about Gino Auriemma?
We love him. We love to hate him. We hate to love him.
All right, good luck. Many more, ladies. Thank you very much. Bob?
All right, Megan, thank you very much. Taurasi with a season high, or a game high, 22 points, 8 rebounds. Ashley Battle with a dozen points. Ann Struther, 9 points and 8 rebounds. Jessica Moore, 7 points, 12 rebounds. And leading the way for Georgetown was Carmen Bruce with 15. Rebecca Brunson had 11 points and 8 rebounds for the Hoyas. Georgetown is now 11-3 overall, 2-2 in the Big East, and will host Boston College Wednesday. UConn 16-0 overall, 4-0 in the conference. Will visit Notre Dame on Monday. Our next broadcast here on CPTV, UConn in Pittsburgh next Saturday night.